generous. You make it
This
crazy.
bitch hit that and get their bills paid.
Sir, you
Man,
can't
look like fucking Woody off Toy Story, man.
Stop it. I'm tired of paying all these
Her
bills.
eyes, them devilish ass eyes. You crazy.
You come over my house. I don't give a damn.
I'm scared. I don't want nothing.
Just say, like, if you want to fuck with her because she got money, that's a different thing than, like,
I'm trying to make up something.
Ellen DeGeneres look good.
Ain't nothing to
That's what women do. They be lying, talking about these niggas look good. No damn well nigga don't look
It's the
good.
money that look good, huh?
You damn right.
Okay, so.
Look at Diddy. He had everybody.
Oh, God.
Hey, man.
What's going on, world? It's your man Cleveland Holmes. Showtime if you're nasty. Welcome back to the Crosscast. Know we've been gone for a minute. But I'm back. I ain't even gonna give y'all a whole big spiel on where I've been at because it ain't none of your fucking business. But I'm sitting here today, got two guests with me. I'm gonna let them go ahead and introduce themselves. Let them know your name, where they can find you.
I'm Arnice, and you can find me on YouTube at Polyknot.
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 Y'all hear it? Polyknot. Of course we're gonna let her explain what that is. Who we got down here? Y'all probably remember this guy from with me a few times.
Yeah, y'all know I'm always in trouble. James Willis Ceo of Hitshowpodcast. Glad to be back on the show.
Yeah, so we'll get right back to Miss Arnice. Polyknot.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
On my channel, I just basically talk about my previous poly relationship that I was in and what I went through, so y'all just make sure y'all check it out. I gave relationship advice and, just me and my three people that I was with, my two people that I was with.
Three people or two people? Oh, okay.
Two. It was three.
Three in total.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we might as well sneak peek. What was that like? Like I feel like just as a man, we all feel like, yeah, man, we would love some poly shit. Mm-hmm. We would love to do a poly, blah, 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 blah. But I think it's how is it? Is it just really just like a guy in charge and he just get to sleep with two women? Or is it more to it than that?
It's way more to it. So when people hear poly, they think of sex and just play and all that. And it's not that. It's just a real live relationship that you would have. Like a regular monogamous relationship just with another person. Added on. It was okay. I enjoyed it for the most part until things turned sour. But the man, he would be the one running it for the most part. Okay. You got to be the man of the house and stuff. It's just having another person in your relationship. And if you mentally strong enough to deal with it, I say try it. Oh, I mean, a lot of men already dealing with more than one woman anyway. They're just not living in the same home.
Oh, okay. So you're still like you would advocate for it. You would say, hey, that's something you should try.
Yeah, you should try it, especially on a financial standpoint. It'll help out the family and whatever you trying to build with your family. I think that'd be nice on a financial standpoint. I think everybody should try it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm all for it.
Well, that's a strong statement. Yeah. Everybody should try.
Yeah, if that's what you into. If you're not into that, then don't do it. You know you better than anybody, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't think my woman going for that. I don't think she's going for it.
And that's okay. It's not for everybody. You got to have a real good open mind about something like that and be real secure within yourself. You as the man and as both of the women, or however you choose to do that. Y'all got to be secure within yourselves. That insecure stuff is not going to make it good at all. It's going to destroy it. So you got to be secure and know who you are and understand what the goal is. Understand what the goal is. And if somebody forget what the fuck the goal is, the man got to, hey, we here for this reason. What's up? Is everybody okay? You got to be able to be the glue to get it back in order,
Okay. So are you currently like in a poly relationship or are you pursuing another one?
I'm going to let the universe decide that. But no, I'm not currently in any type of relationship right now.
Okay. Free agent, fellas. Free agent. Fellas, ladies, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I feel like it's a. I've actually had conversations with people about these, so I feel like maybe I might be more informed than the average Joe. But I feel like a misconception is like, yeah, we just look at it like, yeah, I could be in a poly, and really it's just a dude like, I could have 2 girls. I'm about to fuck 2 girls. But like you was explaining, the financial piece. See, in my head, I get it, but I feel like if I was one participating in that, I would probably have to do it more like, them foreign niggas with the wives. Like, you can have as many wives as you can afford.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Maybe I'm into financial control. Maybe, I don't know. I prefer to be the breadwinner.
Okay.
Like my woman works, but I don't let her pay no bills.
Right.
Like I do that.
Right.
And it comes with certain advantages and certain disadvantages. Because I feel like I want her main priority to be the house and the children. Like, I want that to be your full-time job.
Yeah.
The outside shit could be your part-time job. I'll go out in the world and gather the things we need to have. But the I guess the upside for me in that is when it comes to certain situations and certain decision making, I ain't really trying to compromise on it. The downside is she has the opportunity to build a stronger bond with the children. So like really, when I come back from out working and I come in the house, like this her house. It don't matter who pay for it. Like this her shit. So I don't know. I don't know if I can handle a poly just because of that. Because it's gonna be like both of their house and not mine. So I don't know if I could take that.
Yeah, I
don't know if I could take that.
I get it. But when I was in mine, I would have preferred the woman to had just stayed in her own space. You know what I mean? Like in her own house, because it was quite difficult for me having to share my space with this woman. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like, if I was to ever do it again, she gonna have to stay over there. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? And the husband or whoever will be able to manage it however everybody see fit, and people y'all come over and come together however y'all want to do it. But I don't know. It was hard for me in the beginning sharing my space with this woman that I barely knew.
Yeah, because don't y'all like time of the month sync up and shit, so everybody got an attitude at the same time?
I mean, but it can't be no different than if you had a daughter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but at least I made that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, get this bitch out the house, man.
It ain't just that, though. Women do a lot of different things differently, so...
Different cleaning habits, different hygiene, different personal time.
So it just didn't work out for me, but I would do it again. I really would. I would give it another try, just with the right person.
What about with 2 men?
I can't see that happening for me.
James, you trying to do the poly, man?
I've been thinking about it. 2 women. I've been thinking, what man gonna turn down 2 women? Especially if it's a structure where I'm the leader, the ladies are the followers, and we're a team, and it's done the right way. Like she explained, it's not just sex having 2 women, because we talked about this on my show, and she broke down like the advantages of having a third person, and we're all doing our parts together. And in today's world with inflation, bills, kids, if you want to own a business, go on more vacations, and 3 people have the right mindset and everybody's secure within themselves, like she said, it's a win for everybody. Yeah. So, Arnice for president. I'm voting. You got my vote.
Now, what if you was with a woman? You really loved her, like she it, and she with that poly shit.
Yeah,
but she want another dude.
No,
it's over with.
No, yeah, it's over with because I'm not bringing another man in my damn bed. But
what if it's like she like no, like
it's a difference.
He have his own space.
Yeah,
no, because as a man. No, because I have.
What if he live in his own house? I can't go over there.
I'm not doing shit with another man.
You ain't got to do it. It's just like, y'all pool resources.
Well, what's the point of that?
He got his own bedroom.
What's the point, though? If I can have a woman, why would I have another man? That don't make sense.
It's just like poly.
I'm not poly with another man. That don't make sense. If they want to poly with two men, they go and get their own.
You gotta
house.
make it make sense for you in your life.
It's my way.
Look.
I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't
All right,
do it.
boom.
I wouldn't want to.
Okay, scenario. Let's paint the picture. Okay, look, I'm here. We here. Boom. You and woman. Maybe financially, y'all afloat, but shit just ain't really clicking. She go get rich nigga. And he like, hey, I'll join your relationship. I got the bread to take care of this whole house and y'all.
They go get their own house.
Hey, look, I can take care of y'all, the kids, everything. I'm icing it. I got it.
Kids, nigga, buy it. Y'all can go make your own kids. I'm too manly and masculine for this man to be in my house.
So you gonna be poor?
I'd rather be poor. Yeah, I've been poor. Shit. I've been around.
I feel
Hell no. Fuck that. Ain't no way hell.
I'm good. I wouldn't
It's some
want
insecure men out there that'll let another man come to his house and be with his woman and all that other shit. That ain't me. So.
Could you respect a man that was like, hey, babe, bring him in? Like he can sleep down the hall. This is my room, and then you just like get to pick which room you sleep in.
No, it's just weird.
Like, hey, I'm feeling man A today. Here I'm feeling man B tomorrow. Like you just sleep in whatever room. Man A been getting on my nerves today. I'm gonna go sleep with man B tonight.
They got that lady on TV. They got the two husbands. I seen her on Facebook.
And how does that work out?
Well,
they not gay though, are they? They're not gay, right?
I don't know if they're gay, but it's like she's the boss, and like the woman is not the. When you have a man, you're not the boss. That doesn't. That's only for insecure men. A man is always a boss.
I feel like you gotta be kind of gay. I feel like I think like even say for a man and two women, I think the women gotta be kind of gay.
Yeah.
And I think vice versa. Like the man, if a woman is with two men, like the men gotta be kind of gay. At least a little bit. You gotta be at least a little gay.
Unless they do things separately.
And I still think you're a little gay.
Yeah. Because when she's not there, they probably doing things together.
Because like the poly implies that everybody's in a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe I'm not touching this nigga, but it's like I'm having a bad day. I'm coming to him for comfort. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gay. That's a little gay.
He come home from work, he kiss her in the mouth, then you come and kiss her in the mouth. I'm straight on that. That's just, I'm good. I'm not sharing with another man.
Yeah, man. Even just poly like a man and two women. I think I'm just old fashioned. Like, man, I'll just go cheat like a normal person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do the poly. You gotta deal with this other person.
Yeah, but you dealing with women who actually are submissive. If a woman agrees to a poly, they're probably submissive. They're not like the regular woman you have at home is not going to be submissive. If two women say, yeah, we're going to be poly, they're going to listen to you 90% of the time. They're not going to give you a hard time like a woman who is not.
I think even a submissive woman comes with a certain level of attitude. There's still a personality you got to deal with. A woman that's just like, yes.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
But y'all love that. Y'all love those type of women.
No, we say we love it. We say we love it.
I like a woman with her own opinion.
Like we say we love it, but none of us ever had it.
Right.
And when we did have it, we got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you still want a person.
Right.
You know, like you just really at this age I've come to realize we really want a person whose views align with ours.
Exactly.
So then we agree on stuff. And it's not like you constantly conceding because at some point that shit gonna turn into resentment. And then you're gonna have to deal with it. And I would hate for your resentment to build up and then one day I'm 70 on my and my legs ain't working right and you like dogging me like, yeah, bitch ass nigga. Remember when you had that bitch over here and talking about we was in that poly and y'all he was getting your shit off, nigga. And now I'm in the tub blowing the bubbles like the dude off the Tyler Perry shit.
Yeah. But also you can't, a lot of men be trying to force that shit. you got to get 2 women who, like you said, actually like women.
Mm-hmm.
Not any 2 women. Because I was thinking that, and I'm thinking, why don't I just get 2 chicks that don't want to pay bills, move them in, because a lot of women don't want to pay bills. Y'all can say here, we do poly. And I'm thinking that's going to work. But then I'm like, if they don't like females, they're going to be arguing with each other. And one of them is always going to feel like this one's getting more attention. But if you got 2 that actually like women, because when I'm not there, if they're getting along and cleaning the house and cooking and looking at each other, good, yes. When I come home, it's a happy home with women that actually want to be in a poly. Look at Neo.
And then what happens? They like each other more than they like you, and they like, hey, guess what, nigga? We about to go get jobs, and you gotta go. We sick of you, nigga.
Then they go pay their own bills.
Yeah,
good luck with that.
And we a 2-parent household now because they both go get jobs, and now you just...
And then they'll be back in a couple months because the domestic abuse between 2 women is really high right now. So that's not going to work. And women don't like paying bills. So they'll be back. And then we're going to add another one. Since y'all left, guess what, bitch? We got another one.
You a mess. But you said Neo do look happy. And the women looks happy.
Who ain't happy with 4 thick-ass women? I mean, what man wouldn't?
But I wonder, like, do they all live together?
Yes.
They do?
They all live with him.
I'm sure they got their own spaces and everything.
They probably do.
And they probably the best of friends. They
I
have a
seen
wonderful
something
time.
online that I agreed with. They said, Neo the only dude can have 4 women and still look gay. And I was like, that shit read. Because something about looking at Neo, I'm just like, I don't believe you. He got the slaps. His music, great. He's great at that.
Even if he is gay, black women love gay niggas. Listen. You know how many
black women look triggered.
Let me tell y'all something. Don't look. If your girlfriend got all these gay male friends, she's sleeping with them. Gay
what?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
That's a lot to take
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, I lived in a place where there was a lot of gay people. Gay niggas put me on game. They be sleeping with y'all women. Don't think they don't. Women love gay niggas. They be sleeping with them. Yeah, I'm telling you, them gay niggas be hitting all type of... My one dude I'm cool with gay, he told me all these women he slept with. Man, you be surprised. They be hitting chicks. They be hitting all
so then do that make them gay? Like,
they gay, they just...
They bisexual.
It sound like they bisexual.
No, they really be gay and they just do it just because, I can do it.
Yeah, I'm
it's like I'm bored and horny. I'm about to bang this woman.
Chicks, man.
That shit is crazy.
Oh, that's great.
That's crazy. No.
I don't know. That's not my cup of tea. I have no problem with gay men, gay women, any of it. But me personally, I would not.
My view on the whole gay and bi thing is not something that it's something I don't understand. I don't understand because it's not for me. I don't have any like personal vendetta or any negative view of like, oh, this person's gay. I don't like them. I ain't gonna dislike you because you gay. I might not be trying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't really what we got in common. But also at the same time, if you are gay and you cool, I'm not about to be like, ugh, get away from me, you gay. It's just one of those things that like I don't understand it. So I don't want no parts. But I do have like gay people that I know that are cool with me. I have gay family. I got a gay person that's like family to me that's not actually like blood.
Right.
When I was doing the comedy, I had to joke about it. Like that was a real story that I was telling. Like, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like I wouldn't want I had a girl online that was like if you wouldn't want your child to be gay, that means you're homophobic. I said, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
No man wants their son to be gay.
I wouldn't want my son to be a fucking firefighter. That don't mean I don't like...
Right.
I got something against firefighters. I just want you to be safe, and I want you to do shit that I understand.
You still love them the same, but no man wants their boy that look just like him to be gay. But we're still going to love him the same, but no man really wants that. No, unless you're doing Wade, because you know he's funny anyway.
It's like if one of my children came out to me like, I'm gay, Dad, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm
that's fucked up, but I'm love you. Yeah,
I don't love you no less.
Yeah,
but it's like that. Why would I want that? Why would I want that?
But would you feel some type of way like, damn, where did I fuck up at? do something wrong?
I think initially I'd be like, I did something wrong.
Was I not loving your mother right? Like, what the fuck did
like,
I do?
What did you see that make you not want to be like me?
Right.
And depending on which child, you be like, wait a minute. Did somebody touch you or do something or show you something because you know your kids?
Yeah.
This one year, I can expect that. Now, somebody put something in your ear or did something to you. We know our kids. You know, like with the Dwayne Wade thing, he knew because I don't care what nobody say. That nigga mannerisms throw me off. That nigga funny himself. Ain't no grown straight man gonna let his boy turn to a little girl. Now, when you 18 and you grown, do what you want. But ain't no grown man's going to allow his son to be a girl. I don't care what you say. That's not gonna happen.
That's an interesting, interesting view because I'm low key on the same thing. Like where they're kind of like, hey, this child right here that is not having sex, hasn't had sex. You're 7. How do you know you're gay? Like, what is gay? Like, explain it to me, kid. Or like, I feel like at that age, maybe somebody. I'm torn, man. I'm torn on it because like now as I'm saying it, like my family that's gay, there were signs when we were kids.
Would they be saying like most of the gays be born that way?
I think I'm pretty sure I asked him, or either he volunteered it. He like, ain't nobody ever did nothing to me, and I'm like, really?
But also,
you know, like, because in my head, I'm like, oh, damn, something happened to him, homeboy. I probably did something to him. And he like, nah, nothing ever happened to me. It's just what I'm doing. And it's like, oh, really? So that actually challenged one of my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? To hear him say that challenged my beliefs. And it's like, do I believe him? Or do I have to reevaluate what I think about this?
Or sometimes it's
and then I just quit thinking about it because it's like, well, I'm like, hey, I don't really got to do it.
You got to think, it could be two things. One thing, it could be a phase. You know how nowadays everybody's gay. Remember when we was growing up, it was when we was coming up, when we was in middle school, and if you was gay, remember they used to stuff the gay dudes in the locker. When I was in school, you can't do that now. But when I was in school,
it's a hate crime.
They would chase them down the street.
Yeah.
But now it's trendy. So now men are saying, oh, well, it's allowed and accepted. I'm going to try it. A lot of them really ain't gay, especially with these half-gay lesbians out here. They really ain't gay. A lot of them just mad at men. They ain't gay for real.
I think with a lot of these younger women, they're like, yeah, I like girls because it's trendy.
Yeah.
Like Nicki Minaj and da-da-da-da-da. All the hoes talking about it. Nicki Minaj don't be fucking with these bitches.
No, she ain't gay.
But
as a man, though, you can't try it once you're not gay. You gay.
Oh, Lord.
Now,
yeah, Tank was tripping. Yeah. Whatever he was talking about,
even if you talk like that, you gay. I'm sorry, you've been thinking about men. You know what I'm saying? Women is different. Women are feminine. They go in the bathroom and change with each other. Me and Cleveland ain't going in the bathroom together if it's one stall. I'm sorry, ain't changing our clothes. You know, but women are more feminine, so they can hug and kiss on each other. Yeah, whatever. But men, no.
I got a confession to make.
Oh, yeah, I'm scared.
I've been going to the YMCA. And I've gotten more comfortable changing clothes in the locker room.
Man, I don't.
Hey, look,
nope.
It's a 10 out of 10 chance there's gonna be some naked old man
just
walking through there, and it's like no draws, no draws. I don't think there's a time I've been to the YMCA that some old, not to be racist, white man wasn't butt ass naked in there, and I'm looking at the sign that say you should wear a towel at least walking through here, and they just sitting there butt ass talking. And look, nigga turn and talk to you.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm about to
put his leg up, hit the captain on you like, how you doing, young man? What do you do for a living? Like, nigga, nothing. Get out of here.
Right. They trying to have a full conversation.
Man, gross.
Don't go on them with the sign. They all naked in the sign.
Look, so over this time, I'm like, I could go in this corner and hurry up and change my shit. And it's like, if somebody do see me, I guess it ain't gay.
Yeah.
the old men, I don't know if they freaky or what. But they act like this shit normal. This shit fucked me up. Like, why?
Well, I guess they just at that age where like, who gives a shit?
I seen the nigga, and look, and look, now this was a black dude, younger one. I seen the dude with a fucking hair dryer. in front of the mirror. Like,
oh yeah, they do
butt
that.
ass.
They do that.
I'm like, why are you doing that?
They always do that to YMCA.
I thought that's what a towel was for.
They weird. That's
like, why you baking your shit?
Nope.
Like, nah, man, I'm cool.
He want it dry.
I go down, so when I go to the Y, I don't go in the grown men's. I go in the little boys. When I go in the stall and change my clothes, I do not go in there with them.
I was about to say, you gotta clean it.
That shit nasty, man.
Yeah, I think he was on some freaky shit. I think he used the old dudes like, oh, y'all be walking through naked? Let me up the ante one time. And he in there with the blow dryer.
There's nothing, there's no conversation that interesting. I want to talk to you in the full nude. I don't know what, after you put your clothes on, we can talk.
I ain't even trying to talk to my homie while I'm naked on the phone.
Yeah, that's weird to me too. I don't do that either.
Hold on, bro. I'm going to call you back. I just got out the shower.
Right.
Yeah, that shit wild, man. What? Let's get back on. Let's get back on
Since
track.
we're talking about freaky shit, I mean,
Yeah,
talking about this poly and all this other freaky shit.
that's consensual.
I hope so. If not, you're gonna be in trouble.
So we'll just jump straight into it, right? So with the whole Diddy thing, all this Diddy talk has been going around lately. It's hot topic. The trial's going on. I guess we keep it broad, then we'll break it down. What's your view on this? What like your overall view on it? Either one could go first.
They've been trying to get him for a long time for different things. His bodyguard, Gene Deal. If you ever seen the Gene Deal show on YouTube, check him out. But he's been exposing Diddy for years for crimes that been, swept under the rug. So he got a whole YouTube channel, and he's basically been saying how bad he felt what happened to B.I.G. and Tupac, and how they still should be alive today. They were just kids, in the music industry. And he was just talking about how dirty he does people and the things he was doing. And I just feel like when you do so much dirt, I don't care how much money and power you have, it's going to get caught up. It's going to catch up. When you have money and power, it's going to take longer, of course. But, like my friend used to say, you can't roll on the ground and come up clean. It's just his time. You've been hurting people, hurting their careers, being just nasty to people when you could have helped people. And it's your time to go down. That's the way I look at it, For the freaky shit, if it's consentful, that's not illegal. But when you add in drugs and alcohol and manipulating people and they don't know, that's where you get in trouble. So you can be the biggest freak in the world as long as it's consentful. But obviously, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't consentful. This is the first nigga ever been to a second. R. Kelly, I thought R. Kelly was a freak. This nigga got him beat.
Oh, Lord.
R. Kelly is like a rookie compared to Diddy. Diddy having these niggas, when they ejaculate, rub it on his nipples.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? Rub it in like it's lotion.
I think with the comparing those two, I feel like R. Kelly's worse. Cause all his was like underage, like girls. Like you got people's little babies.
Little kids in here. Yeah.
Diddy is like, at least everybody grown.
That we know of.
That we know
and
of.
R. Kelly, was he drugged?
Nah, everybody wasn't grown with Diddy. Because you got Usher and Justin Bieber.
Well, they ain't coming forth saying that he was fucking on them.
Man, he fucked everybody.
Well, that's our assumption. That's what it looks like to us. But until they say it, that ain't what he on trial for.
But that's the problem. They got him on trial. I feel like they threw all this other shit just to get him in the court, and then it's going to come out. You know how they get, like, somebody, like the police is, I've been after this dude for 10 years, and they'll plant a gun on him just to get him in there and to get everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is just the beginning. So, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to go to jail. He does, but for what he did, not just bringing up shit on him. I believe when you do a crime, you should be charged with that crime, not something else just to get him in there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing it for years and nobody's done anything. And then all this time, he's still out here doing people dirty, doing wrong things, and they let him. So the first time you do something, I feel like you should get locked up. You shouldn't be able to do bad things to other people.
But here's the thing. Why now? Why is people speaking up now? Why is it starting from Cassie You know, why didn't nobody else, or they didn't take the other women serious when they was trying to let them know that, hey, this man is doing these things. They didn't try to attack him then. They didn't try to take him down then. Why now? Why did it have to be Cassie for them to bring it on home?
Well,
I got a thought on that.
Yeah.
I got a conspiracy thought on that. I think they was closing in on them. I think they thought Cassie would be a star witness. So I think they presented it to her like, hey, you come testify and we ain't going to charge you. Because it's racketeering charge. It's like you think it's more people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, we're going to give you immunity if you come and testify. Because she can actually give you the sauce. This is what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But for her to give it, she was actually part of it.
Exactly.
So,
and that's a good breakdown. I didn't think of that. Also, Cassie's not the first person to expose him. Actually, Gene Deal, his old security guard, and everybody was, because I follow everybody's in the comments talking about, you know, you talking about you sour or bitter. The man was a parole officer full time and just worked for day on the weekends. So he's seen a lot of stuff and been exposed him. Everybody said, "Oh, you crazy." Then with this stuff coming out, now he's on every podcast. They believe him now. They thought he was crazy. Even Keefy D was saying this nigga was doing some shit. He wanted me to kill Tupac, all this shit. And then everybody like, "Oh, you just talking." You know what I'm saying? But what brought this up from what I'm hearing is the guy he was in business with was Ciroc. He sued them, won, and then all of a sudden all the charges came. So he would have never got charged with anything if he wouldn't have made them people mad. He'd still be out here raping people, abusing his power, drugging people, and you make one person mad that's white. Now his whole empire just fell, which is crazy. So he'd still be allowed to rape people and abuse them with no consequences.
that's speculation.
Yeah, it ain't speculation.
You can't prove that.
What black man you know can make hits, rape men and women, and get away with it for 30 years? I don't know one that can do that for 30 days and get away with it.
I'm sure it's other ones.
No. You cannot.
Smokey Robinson.
As a black man, you cannot.
Smokey Robinson just got pulled up on some charges. His housekeepers and shit.
You cannot.
They getting everybody in.
You cannot commit crime as a black man
right
in
now.
the public eye and get away with it. As a black person, no, you cannot. We're not white. We don't have the same power as they do. They can get away with that shit. We can't get away with that shit. I don't know why niggas keep trying to make tapes and piss on girls. And you know what I'm saying? You're going to get in trouble when they want to come get you. You can't do that. You can't do what white men do. We don't have the same
Pissing
power.
on people is not a crime. It's a crime when they're 14.
It was a crime.
But like,
it is a crime if you got a disease and they go in their mouth and they get a disease, then that's a felony. It's actually a disease. I mean, it's a felony.
Well, that ain't what they got charged with.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You can't do what white men do. Black men, stop. Listen to me, please. Stop thinking you can do the same shit as white men.
I feel like you're discouraging the kink.
Man, I'm just.
If I like pee play, I can pee on people. It just gotta be consensual, and they gotta be not 14.
I had one woman ask me to pee on her, and I ain't talked to that bitch since.
You ain't do it?
Fuck no.
Why?
It's a difference of freaky and trifling. I don't like.
Where was you at?
Trifling. I was at the bar.
And she wants you to pee on her at the bar?
No, she wanted me to go home and pee on her. I said,
Your house or her house?
I don't know.
Was she Caucasian?
Plus, no, she's black. Plus,
what was she drinking?
I don't know, but she was a bartender. And this is the thing. I don't know who peed on you before me. So I'm not fucking with that.
What difference do it make?
No, that's trifling.
You gotta leave.
You might not even wash your ass. I don't know if you're that trifling.
It's your pee. You pee on her.
My pee go in the toilet.
Pee is sterile. Did you know that?
Unless we're in the shower together, come out on accident. That's different.
You know pee is sterile. If you get stung by a jellyfish, somebody supposed to pee on you.
No, they ain't peeing on me. You'll get your ass beat.
You gonna die.
I'd rather
They
die.
trying to save you.
You ain't pissing on nothing.
Boom. We out. We on vacation.
Yeah.
Jellyfish sting you. I'm fucked up. I'm like, James, I got you.
Yeah,
you gonna die?
And we gonna have a good boxing match.
Look,
It's my time to go. It's my time to go.
Look, he want to fight me and just gonna let me save his life.
He won't pee on bitches now.
I don't want to pee on nobody. I don't want to pee on nobody.
See, everybody can try whatever they want to. That's crazy.
If I was a
I
single
can't believe
man,
you got offended because she asked you.
if I was a single man,
That's the freaky shit you gon'. That's your punchline to me for me to take you home.
We should have asked her like, how much you paying?
Nah, I don't give a shit. You can keep that.
If I was a single man and a woman was like, "Hey, I want you to come to my house and pee on me," I'd be like, "Ugh, okay."
Would you do it?
Yeah, it's nasty.
This shit don't turn me on.
Me neither, but I never did it before, so it's like I might just go for shits and giggles.
Peeing on you. That nothing about that turns me on.
It ain't about you. It's about them.
If she would have asked you to pee on her, would you have slept with her?
Of course. But she fucked that up.
You could have took her to her house. Y'all could have gotten in the shower.
No,
you could have.
I ain't peeing on you.
And the shower could have been golden instead of.
I'm straight.
That's what some people be into.
That's something. I'm not knocking you, but that ain't for me. You know, that turned me off.
Yeah, I know. I personally wouldn't want to be urinated on, but
it's gross.
Plus,
some people that's just what they into.
And somebody drunk and it smells. That's just nasty. Oh my god.
You ain't the one got to.
You not getting beat on.
You can tell her she got to wash it off before you do your thing.
You shouldn't have to.
Or that could be how you finish.
Pee goes in the toilet, not on a person. They make toilets for a reason. That's where it goes.
I don't know, man. I feel like
man, you a freak, man. I don't even want to talk about this. Man.
I feel like
you the one brought it up.
Yeah, I feel like you're being judgmental, man.
Yeah, to people's kinks and stuff.
And you should be a safe space.
But if y'all inbox Cleveland, he want to pee on some of y'all.
I don't want to pee on nobody. I'm just saying.
He's comfortable pissing on people.
If I was out in the dating scene,
okay.
If I was out in the dating scene and that opportunity presented itself, I would probably just see what it was hitting for.
Cause why not?
And if I got to peeing and I'm like, this is too much, I would just leave. But at least
this is too much for my life. I'm going home.
Yeah. I thought I would have I thought I could have got around it, but not. It's too nasty.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
I'm straight on that shit.
It is. Look, sometimes you gotta.
No.
So, are you like the type of person that like explore kings, or you just like missionary is over?
Nah, I explore, but I ain't peeing on you.
Because he was just talking about all that college shit he was doing.
Yeah, Diddy parties and shit.
We got free. I get free with some bitches, but ain't nothing going in my ass, and I'm not peeing on you. You ain't peeing on me.
I think that's I think that's my limit. That's my limit there. I don't do no.
I'm
no
good.
butt play with me.
I'm good there. I don't need to go crazy where you putting shit on me in my ass. All that shit. No, I'm good on all that shit. I had a white chick I was messing with. She scared me half to death. I went over her house. She went in the closet and pulled out some shit I ain't never seen in my life. I said, you better put that shit in the closet. I'm leaving.
She had the two-sided joint. Y'all was about to go ask
that. What the fuck?
But maybe it wasn't for you.
Like a damn robot, all this other shit.
She probably wanted you to play with it left for her.
To try it. I said, you put that shit up with me. You put that shit right back in your closet.
Because people pull out toys for you to play with them with it. You know,
if I'm asleep, she gonna try to slip something in me. Now put that shit back up.
Like white girl Diddy. So we got pretty much his view on it. Like that case. Like how. What's your general view on it? Is it you feel like? Well, I just want a general view. How when you see the Diddy thing and you hear Diddy trial, what's the feeling you?
I changed the channel. I don't really have an opinion or anything on just that. It's just people got their kinks. Somebody that got pissed off and now he in hot water. The underage thing was crazy. The being drugged up thing is crazy. Everybody should be consensual in everything. People should be comfortable with what they about to do. They should know what the fuck they in there about to do. But if they all drugged up and don't know what the fuck time of day it is and all that, I was watching something. You told me to watch the girl talking about it was 7 a.m. and they were still partying like it was 4 p.m. Yeah. And everybody on drugs and don't nobody know what's going on for real. It was just like you don't want to be in no setting like that if that's, But I really hate that he going through that. But like you said, it's going to catch up with you at some point. He done pissed some people off.
I don't hate he going through because he did so many people dirty in different ways. And when you have money and power, you're supposed to help people. You're not supposed to take advantage of people and rape people and abuse it. I don't believe in abusing women physically and all this other shit you don't have to do. If you don't want to deal with people, you just don't deal with them. But you don't take advantage of these people, these kids that want to have a music career and this is their goal. And then you scarred him for life because you're a fucking pedophile and a rapist and an abuser.
But see, he's been abused as a child too. You know, I don't want to rejoice in this man's downfall because that's terrible. But he had some shit that go on in his life that turned him into this. He's not. It ain't just he been abused too as a child. So people, you know, who go around molesting people and just, you know, doing people fucked up because they fucked up. Mm-hmm. He needs help. He need help, and he do need to answer for what the fuck he did.
They say his mama introduced him. That's what I heard. His mama introduced him to that sex party shit and all this other shit. And even though she did, even if you've been abused, I know people that's been abused and all this other stuff. That don't mean it's right to go do it to somebody else.
Yeah,
he need to get some help.
Right. Yeah.
He had the money and resources to get some help. And you know the difference from right or wrong. Whether you've been abused, raped, that don't mean it's okay to do it to somebody else because you know how it felt when somebody took advantage of you. That don't mean it's right to go do it to somebody else. Go get some damn help. Mm-hmm. You know, he fucked up in the head. You know, he was fucking Carl Winslow. Now listen, I'm not gay.
I seen the interview where dude was talking about he went in the room at a Diddy party. Listen, Carl Winslow was getting popped.
Ain't nothing about me gay. I love women, but let me tell you something. If it's gonna be a man, it ain't gonna be fucking Carl Winslow. I don't. I all the men you had, nigga, Carl Winslow.
Hey, look, hold on. Did you see that? Like, it was like a list. It was like a pictures of men that they had in the shit. Like,
no.
It was like a picture of like the male escorts.
Yeah.
And it was definitely, I think I reposted it on Facebook. No, it was like just some dudes. It was what's Diddy's type?
The Punisher, that's his name. That was the one he used to get the most. The Punisher, that's what they call him.
Hold on, I'm gonna show this to you. And you as a woman, tell us is these like is this grade A beef here, or is like Diddy just on some bullshit? Like is Diddy just?
This nigga just hiring random niggas to come to the room and fuck around.
I seen that. I say, what's this man's type?
Why did he just move to Vegas and he could just have that shit legally?
Look, so here's some. Like what's the?
They look like fucking pedophiles.
You like?
No, I'm good on all of them.
You got no.
But I heard
this the meanest of the men. Like,
but then I heard that he was like watching them have sex with the girl.
Yeah, and then when they would ejaculate, he would have her rub it on them. Like
you would think Diddy would be like on some like go get fucking the manliest looking man, and then you got like these regular looking dudes.
Ain't none of them was attractive.
I don't want to say if they're attractive or not because it's not my thing. But
it's the power he has over people.
These is escorts. So that mean like this is what y'all doing, like. So maybe Diddy ain't even the only dude paying for these niggas.
Maybe he went on.
Maybe them bad pictures. I don't know.
You know they got the websites. Y'all seen it on my show when Day in the Man. You go on the website and pick who you want and all this other shit. Half of them don't look good no way, but they are supposed to make you feel good. Their job is it ain't about how they look. It's about how they make you feel.
I see what
you know. All women they ain't like we've been with some women who ain't look the best, but they know what the fuck they.
But I ain't buy it.
No, you ain't got to buy it.
Like, she ain't shit.
He has the power.
I definitely ain't paying for it.
Did he really have to pay men to have sex with her? No, he just did because he has the power. When you're rich and famous, everybody wants to have sex with him because of who he is. Mm-hmm. I mean, he did it because he had the power and he's a fucking weirdo.
I feel like the power would make you not pay for it. Because it's like, look what they'll do just because I'm me. Mm-hmm. I feel like the pay is like some, hey, nigga, you might not do this, but I want you to do it. I want to make sure it's you doing it. Here's some money.
You heard the story about one of his assistants went in the room on accident in one of his rooms, and he's getting some hair from the dude, and they was like, why you doing that? Because I can. I got the power. It ain't about me being gay because I have the power. I don't want that kind of power. I don't know what the fuck he on, but he on some weirdo. I don't
think power really make niggas gay. I think he was just gay with power. I think he was just gay with power. I can't imagine I get to a point in life where it's like, I got so much power, I'm going to fuck him now. I don't think that'll ever happen to me.
Oh my God.
The idea of like touching another man is kind of repulsive to me. Like let alone like I could even get erect while I'm thinking like that.
I feel like
I would kind of be sick.
What they're doing is, even though he has all these charges, they want him guilty in the public eye first with all this freaky shit. So then later on, the stuff that matters, like the stuff I've been hearing of the women he raped, he didn't even get charged for rape yet. And there's women he's raped and abused, which is crazy to me. That would be first because
he got civil suits. They got civil suits with him.
But it's also criminal. When you rape somebody, it's criminal. So the thing is, plus all his money, he put in somebody else's name by now. They're not getting no money from him. So the thing is, you got him for sex trafficking. I don't understand that. Even though it's a crime now, if you and a woman agree to a price and to do something, how is that illegal? You charge him with that, but the women he took advantage of and raped, they didn't charge him with. That's totally backwards. He actually raped some women and he didn't get charged.
I think we would have to find out what the legal definition of sex trafficking is. Because if he is, they're exchanging money,
Mm-hmm.
he's bringing people across state lines, mm-hmm. and they're exchanging money solely to have sex. So I feel like they might get him for that.
But how is that a crime if it's consentful?
Because prostitution is illegal.
How? How's prostitution legal? What is legal ways to prostitute yourself?
It's legal in certain states.
It's legal.
It's not legal in every state.
You go out on a date. You can marry somebody, some alimony, have some kids, child support. It's legal ways.
If you take a woman on a date, that's not prostitution.
It is, because you paying for her time.
Not necessarily.
You have to pay for a woman's time. If you take a woman out, you're paying for her time because you want sex out of her. So me paying for the date is no different from me giving you $100.
But she has the option to say, no, I'm not having sex, but you still would take her on the date. She's still on the date. Like,
depending on what type of date. Look, Applebee's, she can say no. Now, if we go on the goddamn Ruth Chris, she's probably not going to say no. It's levels to it.
What if she did?
If she did, well, there ain't another date after.
Right, but you see the difference? If I'm paying you for sex, you're not showing up here unless...
It depends how much you offer.
Unless you buy... Yeah, but paying somebody for sex and buying somebody dinner and just so happen to have sex with is different.
How is it illegal for somebody to do what they want with their body?
Because the government can't tax it. So nigga, lay it down. Nigga, you either fucking this nigga for free, don't tell me that you fucking him for money. Or that's a crime because I'm supposed to tax that.
But it's consentful. If two people consent to something, the way I look at it, leave that alone.
I don't think prostitution should be illegal. But I don't think it should be illegal. But it is.
Innocence from a woman by raping her, that's definitely illegal, and that's definitely what he should have got charged with. Because when I watched that Fallout with Diddy shit, and he raped that woman, that was horrible. That was absolutely fucking horrible. And he didn't get charged with rape. That's horrible. And that lady has to think about that every day for the rest of her life. That's absolutely horrible. They want to do all this other bullshit because he pissed off a white dude, but he's out here raping bitches. You might well keep raping him. He wouldn't have got in trouble if he wouldn't piss off the white dude. He can be out here still raping bitches and shit. Pretty much.
Well, I'm kind of in the same lane as you with the Diddy thing. I catch some of it just because it's such a polarizing trial. But if I never heard anything about it, I wouldn't care.
Yes.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care about it. I care about the victims, the people he raped and the people he abused.
And
they have to deal with that.
And I care about them as individuals. But as a whole, I don't give a fuck about that either. like this ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Y'all handle that shit.
Think about you go to work.
Get your justice.
Or, you're a young person and
it's like, tell on this nigga.
Yeah.
Tell on this nigga.
You trying to work and build a career, and then you got to go through all this abuse, physically, mentally, sexual abuse. They let them get away with it for so long. It's like all of you should be in trouble. And the people that let them do this shit, man, they all should be in trouble. His security guard.
I think his whole camp is sick.
The assistant, he talking about, I had to go clean up baby oil when he leave the hotel and do all this in the third. Nigga, you now talking about it. He's doing this shit for 30 years. You should have been said something. Went to the police. You know what I'm saying? Cassie should have went to the police when she got beat up and all this shit. You know? I don't trust her ass either. I don't give a damn what nobody say. She didn't deserve to get her ass whooped. But when you dealing with a man that's abusive, and you seen how he treated Kim Porter, and you right there mentally abusing her with him and watching him physically abuse her, you think he was gonna do the same way? He gonna do the same way she did him. You know, she thought she was special. Oh, I'm out freak this nigga and I'm gonna be number one in his life. No, that ain't how shit work. She tried to out freak the freak and got her ass whooped. That's what happened. She tried to out freak the freak. Said, I'm ready for a freak off. This nigga been freaking since he's 11. Bitch, you not out freaking this nigga.
Oh, Lord.
He been doing freak off before you was born. And you talking about you a victim. You ain't no victim. And I don't trust her husband ass either. This nigga was his personal...
But when you're getting abused by somebody, sometimes your mind don't be right. So she probably was scared. And then just going with it because she don't want to get abused anymore.
But she seen how Kim Porter's getting abused. Why would you deal with this nigga if you seen how she got abused? You know different from her.
Where Diddy, I feel like he fucked up with Cassie. He was her employer. So now you got that power dynamic there. You're not supposed to have that. That's also something that you could call that coercion. Like, you coerced me into this. Why? Because you're my employer. And it's with the music. I owe you 10 albums. You don't have to put my music out. So you have my financial livelihood in your hands.
10 albums?
So
did you hear that first one? Shit. Neither did I. That's why I won another 9.
I ain't hear it, but I've heard her.
That hit song, she couldn't sing worth a damn. That's a good song.
But she had more than one song that was like
that's
charting.
That's the only one I ever heard of. Yeah, because it's P. Diddy. He paid for that. You can pay for church.
No, she had the first song she had that charted. That was before Diddy. She was with Ryan Leslie and Diddy took.
I didn't hear that song.
The Me and You, probably the song that you remember.
Oh, that is it.
That was before Diddy.
That was a good song.
Oh, that was before Diddy. No, but she had a look and a sound that is pop. She pop music. You know, the pop stars don't necessarily all be good singers. They just like, do you got this certain look? Can you make this tune? We can insert written song here.
Well, she definitely got an album. It's just not music. It's probably it's on that freaky shit.
Yeah, she can't put out.
This bitch is free.
It's
some videos.
I think they said that he was threatening to release some of them.
Mm-hmm. Somebody was.
Yeah. So that's why another reason why she probably stayed longer too.
They said her parents had to take out a home equity loan to pay him.
Pay him $20,000,
which is a fucking dirtball move. So he deserves a lot of shit.
It's dirtball, but that's kind of funny. Like, hey, you don't want these niggas to see your baby fucking on TV.
But also at the same time,
how much your house worth? Nigga, give me $20,000. Like, what did he want with $20,000?
Right.
You got millions. You got $20,000. It's just like, hey, I see what your house is worth. I see what you can get. Go get me $20,000.
It's a power move, you know.
I need that.
Cassie ain't fully innocent either. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she is. But I think he where he messed up at is like you are her employer. You have like control over her life outside of this bedroom. And that's kind of that's what been one of the knocks on Diddy forever. Yeah. He get these people signed to these terrible deals, terrible contracts that they don't know no better.
Right.
They sign it, and now it's like, nigga, I pretty much own you, your name, and your likeness. Until whenever the fuck. Like, 10 album deal from somebody that's on their first album? Because that's crazy.
He wasn't looking to put out no other albums with her.
I'm about to keep this bitch.
Right. He about to keep her figure out. And then, the other way he fucked up is when he started messing with, what's her name? Carisha or whatever. And he gave her own show and everything. Cassie got jealous. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That bitch got jealous. Because when you with one woman and you do this much and then you get another woman and you do this much, she going to be jealous. I don't care who she is.
That's very possible.
And her husband ain't shit either. Because that nigga was in on it. He was in on that shit too. Yeah, I'm gonna marry this bitch and we gonna sue him and then I'm gonna divorce this bitch and get half for money. He ain't worth a damn either. He ain't shit either. Ain't none of them shit. None of them. I don't give a fuck. Ain't none of them.
I would have to agree with you. I wouldn't want to kick it with nobody involved in this.
Yeah. You already knew this bitch doing freak offs and you married her. Now, she out here having sex with him and prostitutes. You gonna marry somebody like that?
Maybe he ain't know the full extent of what was
going on. He fucking. She told him. They said she told him.
Came in with a plan.
Everything she went through, she told him. I might be your friend, but listen, if you telling me,
every nigga want to save somebody. You don't want to be Superman.
That man, he didn't want to save her. Then
listen,
he got a plan. Like
Project Pat told y'all in 2005. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And y'all still ain't listening 20 years later. He told y'all that. Any woman that tell you
she still deserve love though. Come on, dang.
But he don't really love her. He was there for opportunity. It's different. He don't really love that woman. If you really love somebody, you get him some help.
Outside of this Diddy stuff, I got one more little topic that I wanted to touch on before we called it quits. Was what was it? I saw some shit with Donald Trump that the one big beautiful bill. That's what they called it, and it was a bunch of little different things in there. Of course, I ain't no damn law major, so I ain't about to read the whole bill just because I'm lazy. That ain't what I'm living. That ain't how I'm living. But it was one thing in particular that I saw that I just wanted to. Everybody got kids here, so I was just I was interested in seeing what y'all thought about it. I'm trying to see what was it. So it's like a Medicaid restriction. So pretty much it changed. It got some changes for Medicaid. That where I'm gonna just read this little brief thing. This legislation includes changes to Medicaid, a popular entitlement program that provides government yada 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 yada. Okay, so I'm trying to skip the bullshit, get to the good part. So pretty much it'll be like imposing work requirements for able-bodied adults without children, more frequent eligibility checks, cutting federal funds to states that use Medicaid infrastructure to provide healthcare coverage to undocumented immigrants. So pretty much if they ain't got green cards and shit, if they get Medicaid, he talking about cutting funding to them states. Mm-hmm. Like, don't give them nothing. Banning Medicaid coverage for gender transitioning service for children and adults, which I'm okay with. Like, because Medicaid shouldn't pay for something you choosing to do. You're not going to die if I don't change your gender. Like, that's not saving your life. It's just It's just changing something. You can go to work, save your money.
So all along, they've been that covers if you got state insurance. That's been covering.
I guess so.
For them to have them
that is crazy.
Testosterone shots and all that, I never knew.
I didn't know that either.
You should pay for that. If you want to cut your dick off and all this other. I
don't think they was paying for the surgeries, but like the T blockers or the testosterone shots and shit. The hormone shit.
The hardworking citizens, we the one paying for that shit because you a fucking weirdo. They used to cut all that shit off.
I'm waiting on that. They should cut that.
Cut all that shit off.
Yeah.
Let them cut their dick off in the bathroom.
So this amendment speeds up the implementation of work requirements because I guess it was originally supposed to be taking place in 2029. They wanted to take place no later than 2026, than the end of 2026. The work requirements would apply to Medicaid recipients without disabilities between the ages of 18 and 65 and those who do not have children under the age of 7. That's the part, that end part is the part that got me. Where Medicaid being affecting people who don't have kids under the age of 7. So that means if you have an 8-year-old, they expecting you to pay medical. If you're like somebody that doesn't make X amount of dollars to where you don't qualify for it, me personally, I think that's a little young because 8-year-olds you're not supposed to leave at home by themselves, right?
No.
So it's not like I could go out and work more hours,
right?
And if I got kids and I'm qualified to work at Red Robin as a cook, maybe I can't afford healthcare for both of us,
right? But
I can't go work more hours. I think if you're going to put a limitation on it for children a certain age, they should at least be like 16 or something where I can leave this motherfucker at home.
Or change the child labor law. Yeah, I'm going to work. Yeah, you taking your ass to work too. In China, they do it 5 and 6. They out there working 40 hours a week. Yeah.
You think that's right?
I think
no,
so.
all of it is kind of. I do feel it on the transgender thing, but as far as that age limit with the children and stuff, how they gonna be cut off, or you gotta have them on a? Is that what they're saying? You gotta put them on a.
They saying like pretty much this bill is supposed to affect parents that have children over the age of 7.
Trump gonna have to get his ass up out of here.
Yeah, I think that's a bit much.
It's a bit much.
If I got the 8-year-old, I got the 9-year-old, I got the 10-year-old, technically I'm not supposed to leave them at home by themselves. Mm-hmm. So it's like I feel like if you're gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna take this benefit from you. If your kid's a certain age, they should at least be the age that is legal for me to leave this motherfucker home.
Exactly.
So it's like, hey, you able-bodied, get your ass out there and work more hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or get a second job, whatever you got to do, you pay for your health insurance, but we ain't about to pay for it because you got the tools you need to go do it.
And then everything's so motherfucking expensive now. You could barely afford a daycare or some sort of child care and all of that. And then you're not even getting enough money to be able to pay for it. You work all these hours, but you're still not getting enough money to pay for extra health insurance or child care, or it's just not working.
Yeah, I feel like
it's not gonna work.
I feel like that's a little extreme. That's also something I'm gonna have to read more into it to make sure I'm not just
Trump will have to get his ass up.
Just sprouting off some bullshit. But that was just a interesting. That was interesting to me. I'm like, what?
And they passed it already.
It went through went through the House of Republicans. I know it got to go, I believe, to Senate. Look, you about to make me look dumb out here. You asked the wrong question. It passed through some shit, and it got to pass through some other shit. It ain't all the way there yet, but it's getting closer. It's definitely a lot.
And it's
closer.
out of our hands as citizens. We can't even.
It's always
vote.
out of our hands. They make it seem like it's in our hands. But
I know. I know one thing Trump need to do. He need to close Popeye's chicken because I'm tired of their terrible service. You know what, y'all? I'm sorry. I know they ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. They made me so mad. I went into Popeye's chicken. The chicken and the biscuits is cooked, and they told me to go through the damn drive-thru. And I'm tired of it. I did a video about it. And I thought it was just here in Cleveland. But all the comments I got, they're everywhere. They need to close them fucking things down. And then the other Popeyes that's in the suburbs, listen, if you don't know how to fry chicken, you don't cook it. That shit is undercooked. I'm hearing they getting raw chicken and either it's raw or dry, tastes like fucking cardboard. Just close the fucking place down. Bring back Church's chicken.
On that note, we gonna hope the Medicaid don't get cut for the people that's getting raw chicken so they can get their salmonella cured. As always, it's your man Cleveland. Showtime if you're nasty. Thank you all for coming.
Likewise.
That's the Crosscast. And watch out for the Popeyes people. We don't want nobody dying.
Popeyes dying. Fuck Popeyes.
Not the Popeyes.